Now, the United States has escalated its pressure campaign on Iran's oil exports, sanctioning one major Chinese refinery and around 40 shipping companies and vessels linked to what Washington calls Iran's shadow oil network. The refinery in Hengli Petrochemical Dalian, one of China's largest independent oil processors. Now, the U.S. Treasury has sanctioned Hengli Petrochemical Dalian refinery, which has a capacity of about 400,000 barrels per day, and officials have been purchasing Iranian crude since at least 2023, generating hundreds of millions of dollars for entities linked to Iran's military network. Alongside, the U.S. also sanctioned roughly 40 shipping companies and vessels tied to Iran's oil transport system. Now, these vessels are part of what Washington calls Iran's shadow fleet, used to move oil through ship-to-ship transfers, reflagging, and intermediaries to avoid detection. The goal, according to U.S. officials, is to create a financial stranglehold on Iran's oil exports by targeting buyers, shipping networks, and facilitators. China remains Iran's largest oil customer, with estimates suggesting it takes over 80% of Iran's exports. Much of this trade flows through independent Chinese refineries known as teapot refineries, which account for about 1/4 of China's refining capacity and often rely on discounted crude. China has condemned the sanctions as illegal unilateral measures, while Washington warned that even Chinese banks could face secondary sanctions if Iranian funds move through their systems. The move comes just ahead of another round of U.S.-Iran diplomatic talks, raising tensions further. Analysts say the sanctions may disrupt parts of Iran's trade, but much of the system continues to adapt through complex shipping and financial workarounds. So while Washington tightens enforcement on one Chinese refinery and dozens of shipping firms, the broader question does remain that can sanctions truly stop the flow of Iranian oil or simply reroute it?